Deanne, love, and it's Friday, which means that it's time to flow. Earlier this week, I shared a tutorial on the inner elbow trap break. Then we did some break drills. Now, if you have been rocking those out, if you have been practicing them, if you have been playing with them, it doesn't matter if you are totally nailing them. I am going to break down the moves in this flow session, and then we're going to flow it through. Now, you don't have to get all of the moves, and you certainly don't have to do it exactly the same as me. You can definitely rock out your own style. If you only nail like one of the moves in this flow session, then you can definitely be celebrating. So practice, play, enjoy, and come along with me. So a few things that you'll want to know before you start following along with this tutorial is that I am using a 90 centimeter or 35 inch polypro that I got from Super Hooper. It is fairly lightweight. You might want to do this flow session with a little heavier or a little bigger, not too heavy and not too light. Also, I am right hand dominant, so most of the moves I will be rocking with my right hand in this flow session. I recommend trying it on both sides if that feels good for you, or mirroring if you're left hand dominant. I also spin to the left. So if you spin to the right, then you can modify this any way that feels good for you. So let's get started. Break down each of the moves one by one and then roll them together. We started off with this above the head spin, this horizontal spin or cowgirl, however you would like to call it. I am spinning to the left and I'm on my right hand. Now you want to make sure that your thumb is out, your elbow is slightly bent, and you have enough pulse momentum to keep the hoop going. What's going to happen is we are going to draw our hand down towards our heart to drop the hoop off into shoulder hooping. So I do a slight turn or I go in the same direction as the hoop, and as I do that, I'm going to keep my left arm down and drop the hoop off at my chest, drawing my hand as close to my heart as possible. So I bend my elbow down and in like a little wing, and what is going to happen is if I bring my hand towards my heart or over towards my left side just a little, then the hoop is going to transfer its spin from my hand to my shoulder, and right here is where I have to instantly connect and transfer into my shoulder hooping. So try that transition a few times. Spinning, turn in the same direction, highly recommend turning, draw the hoop down towards the chest. Now, if you push out too far, if you try to push your hand away, then you won't find that connection. What you really want to do is bring your hand here, so you get this transfer, hand to shoulder. And then instantly we're going to move into shoulder hooping, drawing the hoop down and shoulder hooping. If you are not yet shoulder hooping, then please do not stress. Notice that I'm turning in a circle and I'm pulsing with my chest, side, back, and side. There's not too much up and down movement, and I have been practicing for a long time, so I have found the pace that works for me. If you are not yet shoulder hooping, then spend some time enjoying this move and getting to know your body and your hoop and this practice. You can also check out a ton of my other shoulder hooping tutorials. I will link them below. So let's keep going with this shoulder hooping. Turning in a circle. I'm going to come to a point with my feet facing forward, and I'm going to ground down. I've just been turning, but I want to ground down because now it's time to break. And we are going to do some horizontal breaks as well as some vertical breaks in this flow session. So give yourself some time, some preparation, a moment to focus by just moving into hand-to-hand breaks. So here's the transition. You were shoulder hooping. You ground down, you picked a point of focus, and if your hoop is going to the left, then your left hand will break and send it to the right, and then continue that pattern. And if you are spinning around to the right, then your right hand will be the first one to break. So round in a circle, shoulder hooping, pick a point, ground down, hand-to-hand breaks. Now I am going to do my inner elbow trap break. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to one of my other tutorials on this move. I will link it below. So left hand, left hand, inner elbow trap break. Now I did one or two of these in the demo at the start of this video. You can do as many as you like. You can even do it break and turn, whatever helps you to get in the flow and get creative. So these are the horizontal breaks. Now we're going to roll into vertical breaks, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. From your hand-to-hand breaks, the next time the hoop comes into either one of your hands, for me it's going to be my right hand. So the next time the hoop comes into my right hand, I am simply going to fold forward at my hips. And now I am doing vertical hand-to-hand breaks. Now you want to make sure that you fully fold forward so that your hoop almost has a shelf to lean on. If you're kind of halfway up or kind of here, then your hoop is still like somewhere in between horizontal and vertical. So really give your hoop the best position. So check that transition out. We were here, hand to hand. In elbow trap, if it feels good for you, in all of its variations. And the next time it comes into your preferred hand, you are going to fold at the hips, heart towards the earth, and now you're hand to hand in the vertical. Now here is where it gets really exciting, because we are going to do an inner elbow trap break straight into a barrel roll, and then transition out of it with a mandala. Why not? Why not? Let's just go next level. So we are right here, and you can practice step by step, little by little. Please don't stress. Don't switch this off if you're like, this is insane. This woman's crazy. How am I ever going to do this? You will, but you have to practice. I couldn't do this when I first started hooping. It's all practice. It's fun. You're going to get there. If we just got everything straight away, that would be kind of boring. Step by step. Love the process. Let's get into it. So here we go. When the hoop touches the left hand, the right hand has space, all this space. It's a big hoop. And then as you push the hoop back towards the right, you can trap with your inner elbow. So try that a few times. Just here. And notice that when you do the trap break, you are sending your hoop with momentum. Now you are going to go with your hoop. Exciting. What's going to happen is, as you elbow trap break, you are going to see if you can go with your hoop in the same direction. Don't have to nail it straight away. Windy hair. Let's see. Left, right. Left, right. Just go with your hoop. Wow. Now, here are some things that might happen. As you go with your hoop, if you kind of stand up too soon, then it's going to go into your neck. If you don't do a full turn to the back, if you're not conscious of the direction of your body, the front and the back of your body, then of course the hoop is going to get confused as well. So here is what we need to do. Not stand up halfway. So I've just done like a quarter turn. But what you want to do is transfer the hoop from right, turn all the way, left hand comes in, and pass. So let's try to break it down. It's not going to work the first time. If it does, I'm so excited for you. But it certainly didn't work the first time for me. So we're going left, right, turn, and catch. Now, I generally can't do things with my eyes closed. My sight and my touch are huge factors in hooping and nailing moves. You want to look at your hoop. You want to see where it's going. I know it's tempting to just close your eyes because it's a bit scary, but watch where your hoop is going. Watch where your body is turning. You want to turn from the first point, half turn, full half turn, to the back point. And you also want to make sure that your hoop has enough momentum. So all of those things combined, you're going to get this. Left, right, push, and catch. Right here. Now there's one other really valuable contact point on the body. For me, that is my outside left shoulder, because I'm turning that way. It could be your outside right shoulder. So watch what happens. Really connecting the dots now, really making sure that we're conscious of every single contact point. If the hoop doesn't have a point to contact on, if you're not pushing it at that right position and that with the right momentum, then it just drops out of play. It's as simple as that. It's a really clear-cut theory, and if you nail all those points, then you get it. If you don't nail all the points, it's cool, you just try again. So, left, right, push, left shoulder, left hand. So what's going to happen is your hoop should be touching around about your booty. This will all happen quickly, so you might not be conscious of it. My thumb is towards the center of my head. I'm going to push my hand out, and now my thumb is towards the center of my booty. I'm going to pointer fingers together, thumbs together, and spin into my mandala. So shoulder is open. My toes, my body, my hips, my chest are still facing away from you. But my fingers are facing back towards you. I'm going into my mandalas. You can do any variation you like here. Passing at the top, pinky fingers together if that works for you. Passing at the bottom, pointer fingers together. You might even do the prayer hands. If you haven't seen my tutorial, you can check that out. And the next time the hoop comes into your left hand, you're going to turn around. You're back to where you started. All right, so that is pretty mega. Let's roll it through again. Okay, so let's try to flow this through a little bit more quickly. Feel free to pause this video at any point and just work on the small segments of this flow session. But I want you to remember something, that every time you pick up your hoop and you try, you practice, you play, you enjoy, you get a little bit more stronger, you get a little bit more flexy, you get a little bit more powerful, you get a little bit more empowered, you get a little bit more freaking awesome. If you don't pick it up, then none of those things are going to happen in terms of hooping anyway. So you must pick up the hoop. All right, let's do this. We are spinning in the horizontal spin. Above the head, thumb is out, elbow is bent, chest is open, shoulder is feeling alive. We are going to draw the hand down towards the heart as we turn in the same direction as the hoop, and we transition into shoulder hooping. Looks like this. Check it out. Turn and close. Woo! Now instantly, remember the theory is, the practice is when your hoop does not have a contact point and does not have that push or that momentum that it needs, then it will drop out of play. So go from the hand to the shoulders. Pick a point of focus. I'm going to pick you. And we're going to go hand-to-hand breaks. Stay here for as long as you need. Strong in the legs. Pelvis tucked under. Chest is open, not too much wobble or movement, unless that's part of your groove. And we are going for variations of the inner elbow trap break. I'm just going to do 2 on my right side, maybe 1 on my left. Okay, remember, we hinge at the hips. Stick the booty out, but with strength. Keep the tummy engaged. Next time the hoop comes into my right hand, I'm going to hinge forward. And I really feel a stretch in the back of my upper legs. I'm right here. If you want to, you can practice an inner elbow trap, or you can go straight into the barrel roll. Full turn, catch right here. Woo! If you got it, no problem if you didn't. Into the mandala, take the hoop down, hands together. Spin if this is your choice. Pass. Woo! Open up one more time, full extension. Turn back around and celebrate. If you are still watching this, you're a total legend. This takes a lot of focus and a lot of practice, and I know that it's easy to give up, but that's not what you want to do. If you want to improve your skills, get stronger, and find your own groove and style. Now, if you did nail any part, or you're ready to go out and practice any part, or you need some feedback on any part of this flow session, then definitely get in contact with me. I can't wait though for the day that you'd call me up and say how you nailed this whole entire flow session, but even better than that, that you made it into your own. When you do that, you can tag me on Instagram. I am at Deanne Love, XO, big hoop love, and full power from me to you. Mwah.